Hello again. I wanted to make a quick video for iPad users. Anybody that has an iPad at home, I want to show you the link that, or the app that I like to use for making all my videos. And I am still utilizing my box that I created. It is with, so I have my camera up on top, my iPad underneath inside the box, and I like to use a stylus so that you can see it. Now, obviously, I'm using the box method to make my video using my cell phone so that you can see what I'm pushing on my iPad. You wouldn't be using this method if you're using the iPad because you're using the iPad to make your video. So let's go ahead and make a video and set up a video and I'll walk you through those steps. So the app that I like to use is called Knowmia Pro. It's right down here in the box, bottom left, right in the middle here. When you get to the opening screen, it's going to ask you to create a new lesson. So I'm going to create a new lesson. You want to choose the 4:3 ratio. The 16.9 is the Pro. It's a better quality, smaller work area, but it takes longer to upload. When you get to this blank screen, this is nice. I'm going to run through all of the tabs for you so that it gives you just a little quick tutorial. The best way to get to use this program is just by playing with it. If you need help, Jerry Orgek is a master user in this program, and so am I. So you guys can just reach out and contact us at any time. So on the left-hand side are your slide and your different page clips that you can create. You can add more steps, as many as you would like. So inside that, and one of the features for this program is when you hold down on a screen or on a button, there may be other buttons underneath it. So I'm going to hold down and show you a couple of my favorite features in this one page here. I hold down on it and it gives you some new tabs. The tabs are, set background, set music, duplicate, clear, move, delete, and import video. So if you like to have a video inside a video, you can do that here. If you would like to set a background, if you don't like the white background and you want to change the color, you can do that here. If you want to duplicate that same slide over and over again, you click the duplicate button. If you want to clear that entire slide completely, you hit the clear or delete it, and then your move. If you want to change the order of your questions that you just created on your video, that's where you would do that by clicking on the move button. So let me just talk to you real quick about one of the reasons why I loved using Knowmia right away is because of the set background. You can click set background. You can pick any background that you would like from anywhere that you have. It may be stored, or you can take a picture of it and you can create that as a background. But it has a really good library, so I'm going to click on library. And for anybody that is a math teacher here, you obviously have all your colors. The one that I love, ELA, you have some lines that you can use for ELA if you want to write right on lines. The one that I choose always, obviously, that I like is when I'm graphing, I choose the graph paper. Set background for this step. You can do it for every step or just this step. And you can check and see how big you want it, where you want it to set up. So I'm going to go ahead and just set it to the whole screen. And now I have automatic graph paper. Let's tackle the features from down below. I'm going to zoom back out. And let's study the features on the bottom of the bottom of your screen. The first feature I want to talk about is the pencil. Obviously, that is for writing. You have a little arrow right above it. If you zoom in on it, you can see it. If I hold down on the pencil, another tab pops up. You can make your thickness of your pencil. You can change it to a highlighter. You can change it to an eraser. So that is your pencil and how you draw. So I'm going to choose that line there. And now I can create lines right on my piece of paper. You can write on it whatever you would like. The next option is a shape. If you would like to create a shape, if you would like to draw a line, if you would like to draw a dotted line, This is where you would choose that. It's very simple. You pick your shape, you put your pencil down, and you start drawing your shape. You want to draw another shape, draw another shape. Now, if you want to move something that is on your page, let's go back to the very first one. That is your highlighter. So do you see how I highlighted that box, and now I can move that box? You can put it behind it. You can then switch and go to the next one. That can go on top of it. Wherever you would like it, you want to move it over here, wherever you would like to put the box. And once again, once you pushed on that box and you highlighted it, another tab opened up where you can copy it, move it to the front, move it to the back, delete it all together, straighten it out. Maybe it was crooked. You can always straighten it. And you can do that with anything that you put down on this piece of paper or on this board. All right, the fourth tab in is a picture. If you would like to insert a picture of some sort or some type of media, you can go ahead and use your camera. This is a great tool, and here's the reason why. You could preset all of these tabs with, let's say, a document that you have where it says import media. You can go ahead and click import media, and you can go to your Google Drive and pull out a worksheet that you may have and insert that worksheet. Or you can take a picture of it, okay? We used to do this a lot when we were doing our eMath instruction videos. I would take a picture of the worksheet, and then I would be able to cut and paste that worksheet into each different one of these tabs to set up my video. We really utilize that a lot. And we really like that feature because then you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can do different things with it right from importing that tab, and you don't have to retype and remake all these pages. Just take a picture of the worksheet, insert that picture right on top of it. Third box is a text box. So instead of maybe writing out my name, Brian, I want to create a text box. It'll pop up, and you can type right inside it, hit done, and now the text box is there. If you want to move where that location is, go back to that very first one. You got to pick your selecting tool. You can move it, you can edit it, you can make it smaller, you can make it bigger, you can straighten it. If you want to edit what you typed, you hit edit. Obviously, that screen pops back up, and you can go ahead and edit it. You want to center it, change it, change the type of font, how big it is, it's all right there. After text comes color, and this is your fill color, your line color, whatever color you want to change. So if I'm writing and I have my writing tool and I want to write in red, it would be my line color. So I go ahead and I change my line color to red. It has a wide range of it. Your fill colors if you want to color inside a box. This tool is really nice. Instead of me pointing my pointer out, you can see that because I'm videoing of me doing this with another video device. However, if you're making a video of when you're typing and using your iPad, this is called your pointer, and look at what it does. It highlights. If I want the students to look here and read along with me as I'm reading the problem, the pointer comes out. If I want to say, look at this part of the problem right here, go ahead. And it's easier because you can say what you would like to say if you were up at the board or if you're on your overhead. Let's just set one more thing real quick. Let's set up another page. To do that, I just see how I just clicked right on top of it, and what I'm doing is creating different clips. So let's set a background to this one. So reminder, set to the background. I'm going to just choose it from my library, and let's make this beautiful yellow. Select image, set my background. Let's type in there, hello, happy Thursday. All right, Now, let's get down to quickly, and I know this is just a crash course for you guys to get a quick little introduction. One of the things that I always like to do every once in a while is click save once I've had stuff set up. So go ahead and just click save, and it is going to save it for you. Sometimes the program does glitch. I always like to save it every once in a while so you don't lose everything that you just did. All right. So a couple things. When I did the videos, and Mr. Origek and I did the videos for our flipped learning model, we did not do face recording. Because we are on home instruction, home learning, you can turn on the window. You can position that anywhere you would like. Obviously, right now it sees the inside of the box because that's where the camera is looking. But you can prop your iPad up so that the kids can see you and it can make the video as you see it. If you wish not to, then that's fine as well. You can just turn off that face recording. For today's purposes, I'm not going to leave that on, just because it takes a little longer to upload. All right, down right below that face recording button, it says record and play. What we're going to do is we're going to hit record. But first of all, before I start recording, I'm going to move back up to my top slide here. And I'm just going to make a quick little recording so you can see how to program it. We are making a recording of a test for how to use Knowmia Pro. This is screen number 1. And what I would do after I get done talking about screen number 1, I would hit pause. Okay? I then click screen number 2. I then click record. So I wanted to say hello and happy Thursday, PD, to everyone today. Hit pause again. Go to number 3. When you're ready to record, I hope you want to click on your pencil. I hope everyone enjoys. If you make an error, that's okay. You can go ahead and hold down, grab your eraser, and just erase it out. I hope everyone enjoys. Ooh, forgot to grab the pencil. Today's PD. When you're all done recording, hit stop. Now your video is done. If you want to listen to it, what do you think? Click play. Once you hit play, it's going to play your video back to you. I hope you want to click on your pencil. I hope. Now it's playing just that one screen because that's where I left it off. If you move it back up to screen number 1, and you go ahead and hit play, it'll play the entire video to you. Okay? All right, now the important part. The other feature that I really, really, really like about Knowmia is how it uploaded it. So we're going to click on save, so the video is saved. We're going to click on menu. And look at all these great options for menu. You can publish the lesson to Knowmia, which is just right to that program. You can upload the lesson to Relay, which I don't ever use. Export lesson. Save to camera roll, which I never use. And here's the one that I always use. Upload to YouTube. You all have a YouTube clip, screen and a YouTube page because YouTube is bought by Google, and so therefore your Google password and login are your YouTube stuff. So you all have a page. So let's click on upload to YouTube. You name the lesson. You put down a category. You can make it private or public. I always chose public because it makes it easier for the kids to view. It's not like it's a big deal. If you don't want your information stolen out there, then choose private. But public is always sometimes the easiest. And you just click upload video. And I gotta label it. If not, it's gonna edit or kick me out. Just say practice video. Menu. Upload to YouTube. Practice video. Sorry, I touched the wrong thing. Practice video. Public. Upload movie. And it's going to say rendering. Now, you have to leave your iPad on, okay? And the longer the video, the more pictures you input, the more video you take, the longer it is going to take to render and send to YouTube. But that is how you use Knowmia Pro.